Mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
You are the fairest, but there is another destined to surpass you.
Hollywood's rediscovery of fairy tales continues with Snow White and the Huntsman, an action-adventure retelling of the Grimm's fairy tale. And while it may not be happily ever after at the box office for this one, it at least erases the memory of such failed attempts as Mirror, Mirror and Red Riding Hood. Kristen Stewart stars as Snow White, the daughter of a noble king slain in a sneak attack. Once the evil queen Ravenna, played by Charlize Theron, has control of the kingdom, she casts spells to stay young and keep Snow White, considered the fairest face in the land and a threat to Ravenna's power, locked in a tower. When Snow White escapes into the haunted forest, the evil queen sends a mercenary huntsman, played by Chris Hemsworth of the Avengers, to kill the girl and return with her still beating heart. But after meeting up with 7 renegade dwarfs, played in a CGI live-action combo by Bob Hoskins, Ray Winstone, and Ian McShane, among others, the princess and the huntsman develop a bond. Soon she's training for battle to make Ravenna give up her kingdom. Since Hollywood's interest in classic children's tales began anew in 2010, when Alice in Wonderland was a huge hit, we've had some pale spells cast upon us. And while Snow White and the Huntsman isn't a knockout of the ballpark, its approach is more like Lord of the Rings than anything else. One problem from a script point of view is the dwarfs themselves. Once they show up, there's really not much for them to do, so you're distracted by looking at all the CGI and effects happening around them. But Stewart and Theron help move everything along. In what is amazingly her first major movie since the Twilight franchise, Stewart brings a gravitas to the role of Snow White, something you wouldn't imagine with a name like that. And Theron, who's always more interesting when she has more gristle than glamour going on, is a terrific evil queen. She has a way with malevolence and a sexiness that would make Walt Disney blush. We'll be seeing lots more of these types of films, but as an early summer entry not quite right for young kids, Snow White and the Huntsman does a good job of throwing off some dark enchantment. I'm Joe Neumaier, film critic for the New York Daily News.